guys, this is Sydney from Montgomery Admissions Consulting, and today I'll be talking to you about how you go about researching schools when you can't visit because of Corona. Hey, it's Sydney, and today I'm so excited to be talking to you about how you go about building your law school application list when maybe you can't visit. I know the coronavirus has halted so many of our plans. And you might be wondering, how do I even go about getting the information that I need and researching these schools when I can't visit? You know, how am I going to know it's a good fit for me and a place that's going to make me thrive and succeed? Well, I'm happy to tell you that there are actually a few different places that you can get information, Corona or no Corona. So the first thing, go to the source itself. So many law schools actually have virtual information sessions and tours that you can do. And the tours are really so important because maybe, you're applying to schools in Boston or New York or DC and you've never been. Maybe you're applying to schools in the Midwest and you've never been. Even though I know that most law schools are just one or two buildings, it can really help to get a sense of what the greater campus is like. Take a virtual tour and see if you like the surrounding areas, if you like the vibe, if it's a place that you think you'll be able to be comfortable at. On top of that, if you have specific questions that you aren't able to find on the website, this is a good opportunity to reach out to the admissions officers. I promise, they don't bite. People, especially in college and law school admissions offices, have been so much more willing to connect with students. They understand how difficult a time it is and how difficult it is to really get to know a school when you're not able to visit. So if you have a specific question, definitely ask. Reach out, get to know them. They'll be more than happy to answer your questions, and there's nothing like getting information from the source. Speaking of the source, another place that you might want to think about is reaching out to students at different clubs. I know when I was applying, it was so invaluable to me to speak to all the different students at the various BALSAs, Black Law Student Associations, that I was applying to. I really wanted to know, what was it like there? No, but really, what is it like there? And these are questions that I was not going to be able to find from the website. The ability of the students to tell me about their different experiences, but also the racial and gender climates on campus, and also how they've been able to come together as a community, really shaped and informed my law school list. And it helped me feel like, okay, yes, this is a place I know I'll be comfortable. This is a place I know I can thrive. Again, I just wouldn't have been able to find that on the website. And honestly, I couldn't afford to visit every school that I wanted to apply to. And I know that many of you guys are in the same situation, coronavirus or no coronavirus. So of course, there has to be things that we can do to find out information outside of just, getting in a car or a train or a plane, and no one's flying nowadays, to find out what it's like at these schools. The other thing is you really want to be looking at different data points. You want to be looking at bar passage rates, graduation rates, employment rates. You want to be looking at, what different types of clinics are there? How competitive are those clinics? Are they only for 3Ls? What about externships? How many are there? What about study abroad? I know we mostly only talk about study abroad in terms of college, but there's study abroad for law school too. And if it's important to you, that's something you want to consider. You also want to figure out how many journals there are. What are the qualifications for getting on a journal? How many different student organizations are there? And is it easy to get involved? What about clerkships? Is there support for that? And what kind of clerkships do students from those schools go to? All of these things can seem sometimes a little overwhelming, but I really suggest you make a chart, and on your spreadsheet or chart, you have each one of these questions and you start writing down the answers for these different schools. And you'll start to realize, I really like schools that have these factors. I don't really like schools with these factors. And you'll start thinking about what kinds of things that you need to be successful. That is how you can really start to build your list, because law school is 3 years, and I want you to have absolutely the best law school experience. I know I did. but your law degree is forever. And so I want you to make sure that you're choosing schools that you're going to thrive and be happy at, so that you can be the best lawyer that you can be. I hope this video helps you figure out a little bit about how to build your list in the age of Corona, and how to start thinking about what's a good fit law school for you. If you have any questions, I would love to connect with you. Feel free to schedule a consultation. The link's below in the description. You can go to my website, subscribe to my newsletter, and of course, like this video and subscribe to my channel so you get more videos on law school application tips and tricks. I'll talk to you soon.